Good afternoon, everyone. We will shortly begin official proceedings for the 2025 Merit Ceremony. A few housekeeping items to note before we begin. Please ensure that your phone is switched to silent or off throughout the ceremony. If you need to use the restrooms during or after the ceremony, they are located behind the stage area to your left. In the unlikely event that we need to evacuate the area, please follow the instructions from our designated safety warden and event staff. We have arranged for an official photograph to be taken of every student on stage this afternoon. Details of how you can access these photos are located inside your Merit Ceremony booklet. Following the presentation, for a short time only, you are most welcome to take your own photographs in the designated areas of these beautiful grounds of Government House. Finally, this Merit Ceremony is being recorded and will be posted on our SACE website in the coming weeks. Now please be upstanding for Her Excellency, the Governor of South Australia, and our official dignitaries. Thank you, everyone, and please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Jack and Malia Buckskin, a proud Kaurna and Narangga man who has dedicated his life to inspiring a new generation to connect with the land and culture of his ancestors. He joins us now with Malia for a welcome to country.
Nah, Marnie. Baca, mana rangawang ni Marnie ni pun nengar lu kuyata nangana bin jini cega kanya pondot pinakut na wacha bakerning ngatangi wulda gana naranga warango mil kumangai tu yala Italian Scottish mil kuma mara wacha ngana mini yala ngawang ni Marnie ni pun nengar lu kuyata na kuma di yaicha mini yala Marnie ni pun nengar lu kuyata na kuma I pay respects to the Indigenous and Aboriginal mob here with us this afternoon. For those that don't know me, my name's Jack. I'm a proud Kaurna Narangga Wirango man. My dad's Italian and Scottish as well. I'll just throw that in there. But to acknowledge our space that we stand on, it's our duty to acknowledge the spiritual world as we all gather from different backgrounds and spirits into this space here within Kaurna country, known as Darandanya. It's our honour to be able to do this. I've spent my life teaching and relearning and teaching our mother tongue language, and my daughter's the first L1 speaker of a language to grow up since colonisation of South Australia. So I'm going to handball over to her as well to welcome you on the country and to introduce herself.
Nyanyar Malia Gulu Gatania Buckskin. My name is Lee Buckskin. My turn is the Black Swan and I'm the first one female in my family. Nyai Kaurna Narangga Wurrunga Mankara. I'm a proud Kaurna Narangga Wurrunga girl. Yachigani Yarta, this is Kaurna land. Kumanyai Gara Wara Wangandi, and I speak in Kaurna language. Mani Nabudni, Gani Yartana. Welcome to country.
Thank you, Jack and Malia, for a wonderful welcome. I would now like to invite the presiding member of the SACE Board, Ruth Blankiron, to open the ceremony.
Thank you, Virginia. Your Excellency, the Honourable Francis Adamson, AC, Governor of South Australia, the Honourable K.M. Attorney General of South Australia, the Honourable Heidi Girolamo, Shadow Minister for Education, Cameron Baker, South Australian Skills Commissioner, leaders, principals from government, independent and Catholic school sectors, a very warm welcome. But most importantly, to all of you, the class of 2024, a very warm welcome to the South Australian Certificate of Education Merit Ceremony for 2024. It's wonderful to be able to come together and celebrate the remarkable achievements of our young people and bask in the coolness of today. I would like to acknowledge that we're enjoying the beautiful surroundings of the grounds of Government House thanks to the generosity of Her Excellency, and we're grateful to be celebrating the 37th Merit Ceremony here on Government House grounds tonight. I would also like to acknowledge the Kaurna people of the Adelaide region as the traditional owners of the lands on which we gather today. SACE recognises Aboriginal people as the first educators in this country, and we offer our respect and commitment to work together in acknowledgement of the oldest culture and their connection to the land. As the presiding member of the SACE Board of South Australia, I'm honoured to celebrate with our SACE graduates at this year's Merit Ceremony. We come together to celebrate your achievements. This evening's Merit Ceremony will celebrate students who have achieved 3 or more subject merits and 33 students amongst us who have received the Governor of South Australia Commendations for Excellence in SACE. These commendations are awarded to students who have demonstrated outstanding overall achievement in their SACE studies and significantly contributed to their communities in a diverse and varied way. And they are truly inspiring, and we will hear more of their stories this evening. On behalf of the SACE Board, I'd also like to thank the many people who have made this event possible. I would like to acknowledge and thank our distinguished guest speakers who have shared their wisdom at our Merit Ceremony this afternoon. They are Nikki Govan. Nikki is currently the Chair of Green Industries SA, Adelaide Economic Development Agency and the Government's Major Event Attraction Committee. She is the Director of Wira Wira Vineyards and National Australia Day Council and is the owner of the nationally renowned Star of Greece restaurant at Port Wollonga. Chester Osborne from Darrenburg is the chief winemaker and viticulturalist, and Chester is the 4th generation of the Osborne family to grow grapes and make wine on the McLaren Vale property purchased by Joseph Osborne in 1912. Chester continues his family winemaking tradition, utilising the vineyards, original cellars and the traditional winemaking techniques handed down by his forebearers. A huge thank you to you, the presenters, who committed your time today to celebrate the outstanding achievements of our students. I would also like to thank our sponsors for their ongoing support of the Merit Ceremony here, the Adelaide City Council, Santos Limited and Nippy's Fruit Juices. A warm thank you must also go to the many, many people who have contributed to the organisation of today, to the project team and staff from our SACE Board, as well as the staff here at Government House. I would now like to introduce our Chief Executive of the SACE Board of South Australia, Michaela Bensley, who is going to go on with the proceedings for this afternoon. Please join me in welcoming Michaela to the stage. I've just taken it. Sorry.
I'd have to ad-lib.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruth. Your Excellency, the Honourable Francis Adamson, AC, Governor of South Australia, and Mr Bunton, Attorney General of South Australia, the Honourable Kyan Ma, MLC, the Honourable Heidi Girolamo, MLC, Shadow Minister for Education, Commissioner Cameron Baker, South Australian Skills Commissioner, leaders, principals from the government, independent and Catholic sector, distinguished guests, families, friends gathered here to celebrate tonight, and most importantly, of course, you, the Merit students, as well as the Governor Commendations students representing the amazing class of 2024. And I had the honour of meeting and talking to a lot of you at the end of last year. It's a pleasure to be here today to celebrate the incredible class of 2024. These students reflect the collective student body who has achieved outstanding things outside of school as well as incredible academic achievement. While we are recognising the achievement of many of these students at today's ceremony, we had to unfortunately cancel yesterday's due to the heat wave, and to ensure the safety of students and their guests. This has understandably been disappointing for these students and their families, and we look forward to celebrating with them at a later date. The class of 2024 has shown creative thinking, leadership, both at and beyond school, resilience and a passion for learning both inside and outside of the classroom. Every South Australian student deserves to receive a world-class senior secondary qualification, which equips them not only with academic knowledge, but also with the breadth of skills and capabilities that they need to thrive in a world that is changing faster than ever before. At the SACE Board, we work with teachers and school communities to ensure that the flexibilities of the SACE allows each student to realise their vision and set them up for success, no matter what they choose to do after school. The SACE is the culmination of 13 years of schooling and is designed to recognise and celebrate and represent each student's unique abilities, their interests and their capabilities. It helps cement students' understanding of how they learn and how they connect to the world around them. In 2024, more than 15,900 students completed the South Australian Certificate of Education. This is the highest number of students since this qualification has been introduced since 2011, and it reflects the important role of teachers and schools across all sectors in supporting student success. In those students, there are also more than 6,200 students who are studying vocation in education and training as part of their qualification. And most significantly, there are more Aboriginal students and country students completing their SACE, with more merit recipients than any other year in both of those categories. The class of 2024 delivered 33 Governor Commendations students and over 1,182 students who achieved one or more merits. Students who achieve 3 or more merits are here tonight and will include an inspiring diplomat committed to giving back to his community, who will shortly share his story and his journey through the SACE for the class of 2024. Not only have these students excelled academically, but they have contributed to their communities by challenging disability stereotypes, championing environmental sustainability, fundraising for mental health, volunteering for the homeless, and many more achievements, all while also completing their SACE. To these students, congratulations, and thank you for your hard work, your determination, and your passion for learning, and for making our communities a better place to live, both now and in the future. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Her Excellency, the Governor of South Australia, the Honourable Francis Adamson, AC. Please welcome me in welcoming Her Excellency.
Jack, Alia, Malia, Alia, Ghana Bogana Alia, Ghana Miana Alia, Yachi Miana Alia Kumatana Yatananku, Natuna Tampani, Ghana Miana, Yachi Yatamatana, Pukininanku, Yalaka, Takaricha. Dear Jack, dear Malia, dear Aboriginal people, whether from Ghana country or other lands and regions, I acknowledge and pay my respects to you all, and I also acknowledge the Ghana people as the traditional custodians of this land from the past, today, and into the future. Let me to acknowledge the Honourable Kyan Ma, Attorney General representing the Premier and the Minister for Education, Training and Skills, the Honourable Heidi Girolamo, Shadow Minister for Education and representing the Leader of the Opposition, Ms Ruth Blenkiron, Presiding Member, SACE Board of South Australia, Ms Michaela Bensley, who you've just heard from as Chief Executive. Wonderful to have Cameron Baker here. I know he's here skills spotting actually as Skills Commissioner, but it's great that you're here. I also want to acknowledge Martin Westwell as Chief Executive of the Department of Education, who does so much to bring our whole community really to the point that we're celebrating today. Rod and I welcome you all most warmly, well, not quite as warmly as we would have done yesterday, but to Government House. And I want to congratulate each and every one of this afternoon's award recipients. Today's a major milestone in your lives, but of course, as you know, there will be many others that will further shape who you are, what you have and what you will achieve, and how you're going to get there. Your families, friends and teachers are all proud of you, as are Rod and I, and we've had the pleasure of getting to know at least some of you through our Schools Visits program. You've applied yourselves, you've overcome setbacks. No pathway is ever completely smooth. You've set goals and you've achieved them. I'm pleased to support the Commendation Awards because they celebrate the efforts of students with strong academic results and this is really important, a focus on serving others. As Governor, civics education is one of my priorities. Every year, Rod and I engage with thousands of South Australian secondary school students during our visits to schools across the state. Of course, as you all know, I'm going to pause for a minute because I'm speaking to them and it's really hard to stand up and move while you're concentrating. I just want to say, of course, as you know, no two schools are the same and the resources and opportunities available to students can vary widely. I congratulate our commendation winners on making the most of what your school had to offer and using your initiative to bring about often what has been very positive change. You are role models for your peers and for younger students at your schools. I encourage you to continue to do what you did to get here tonight. This may have been volunteering, it might have been creative work, taking on leadership responsibilities, making change. But what came through very strongly in the applications that were submitted by your schools on your behalves was your care for your fellow students, the interest that you took. You've got wonderful abilities, but you have been willing to share them. And I encourage you to do that as you enter the next stage of your lives. Please keep it up. Together with your fellow merit recipients, you are our state's future leaders. I hope you are excited about what comes next and building a life that brings personal success as well as meaningful contribution to our community and our state. From my own experience and my time engaging with students in secondary schools, may I offer one or two pieces of advice to young people here today. Keep your mind open. You don't need to have it all figured out now. I began university studying law and economics. I didn't finish law. At that stage, I wasn't planning to become the Australian ambassador to China or head of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, or certainly not Governor of South Australia. I was simply following my interests and abilities while keeping an eye on how whatever I was doing might make a broader contribution to our society. As your lives and careers progress, I encourage you to explore the opportunities here for you in South Australia. By all means, gather experience and knowledge interstate or overseas. I certainly did that. But always consider how you might put your skills to use here. South Australia is experiencing growth in a range of innovative, cutting-edge industries, and there are exciting possibilities for you to pursue in all walks of life. In closing, I express my thanks to the teachers, principals, parents and siblings who supported the young people here today throughout their SACE journey. I thank the SACE board and staff for helping to equip our young people with the skills and knowledge to maximise their potential as Australian and global citizens. Congratulations once again on all your outstanding achievements in SACE. Rod and I wish you all the very best. We look forward to getting to know you better and to seeing your ongoing contributions to our state, enriching our community now and into the future. All the very best.
Your Excellency, I am pleased to present the 33 SACE graduates of 2024 who are recipients of the Governor of South Australia Commendation Award. A number of these commendation recipients are also being acknowledged tonight for achieving one or more subject merits. Your Excellency, I'm pleased to introduce Chloe Appleton. Chloe has balanced her academic commitments and leadership duties with remarkable efficiency, performing at a high standard academically, while also overseeing and organising a range of initiatives bringing together students, staff and the local community. From working with other school leaders for fundraising for childhood cancer and winning the Cooper Coast Council Leadership Award, Chloe has repeatedly demonstrated her commitment to bettering the world around her. Chloe has also received a merit for food and hospitality. Please join me in congratulating Chloe. Melody Baldock. As a senior school leader, Melody has played a key role in bringing together her school community through a range of initiatives and activities such as fundraising barbecues and Relay for Life. She has been a strong advocate for lowering the voting age, showing her commitment to civics and citizenship. Melody has also managed her school's local news broadcast, ensuring all students remain updated and informed. Please join me in congratulating Melody. Parina Bra. Parina is a diligent young person who has used her initiative, proactiveness and dedication to achieve outstanding academic results. In her spare time, she has formed tutorial groups to provide extra assistance to her classmates. As a valued member of the school community, Parina has been approachable and considerate in all her interactions with members of the school community. Her community spirit has been evidenced through her many volunteering efforts with the local Indian and wider communities. Parina has also received merits for English, essential maths and health and wellbeing. Please join me in congratulating Parina. Alexander Clark. A Puritan Oratory winner, Alex is an accomplished public speaker who has been engaged in debating activities from Year 7 through to Year 12. A head prefect, Alex organised and implemented a visit from a disability support provider, which involved his peers touring the school by wheelchair to identify accessibility gaps on campus. Alex has demonstrated deep commitment to the community through various fundraising activities and social justice events, including the Winter Sleep Out and White Ribbon campaign. Alex's deep ethical understanding and strong sense of community makes him an exemplary role model for his peers and younger students at his school. Please join us in congratulating Alexander. Gabriel Cregan. An accomplished mathematician and swimmer, college captain Gabriel has balanced multiple commitments to achieve personal and learning goals. His considerable development in mathematics, which has far exceeded the level expected of a senior secondary student, has led Gabriel to choose mathematics as a career pathway. Gabriel has represented Australia in the Virtus Global Games, is two-time state champion, and currently holds 56 state swimming records. Please join us in congratulating Gabriel. Ritusha Dahal. Ritusha aspires to pursue a career in radiation therapy and has a strong and focused vision for her future in healthcare. During her SACE journey, she has excelled in STEM subjects, including participation in the Maths competition and the NASA Maths Olympics. Risha has won numerous academic achievements and is known for her compassion and supportive nature towards her peers, and has passionately celebrated her culture and shared it with her school community. Rishika has received merits for Nepali, Research Project A, and Society and Culture. Please join me in congratulating Ritisha. Nathan Driver. Head Prefect Nathan has mentored young students, led a mission trip to Bali, and coached school sports, all while completing a Cert 3 and working at his local supermarket. He is a prolific contributor to his community and plays football and basketball locally. Academically, Nathan has a particular aptitude for maths and physics and hopes to pursue a STEM-related degree at university. Please join us in congratulating Nathan. Rachel Files. Head Prefect Rachel's passion for the humanities has seen her participate in teen parliament, excel as a debater, and speak publicly at various forums. Her parliamentary speech won her a prestigious scholarship and for Anzac Day. Rachel presented a well-researched speech highlighting the role of Women's Land Army to her local community. She was the CEO of a company during Australian Business Week. Please join us in congratulating Rachel. Suhushku Gunson. Suhushka's academic success spans across creative, scientific and mathematical domains. She was selected to attend the National Youth Science Forum and has subsequently assisted next year's participants with their funding applications. As prefect in Year 11 and 12, she has been a role model for her peers and organised various activities to build stronger school connections. As part of her school's environment, Zakusha has run programs and initiatives to reduce energy poverty. Zakusha has received merits for drama. Please join us in congratulating Shakusha. Victoria Hem. Victoria is a self-disciplined, determined young person who wants to pursue a career in STEM, studying mathematical methods, physics, chemistry and biology in Year 12. She exemplified her ability to approach complex constructs with a critical and analytical mind. Whilst meeting the high demands of these subjects, Victoria has also been a carer for her brother, who is in the autism spectrum, and worked at her parents' bakery. Please join us in congratulating Victoria. Kevin Hua. An accomplished all-round, Kevin consistently embodies the SACE capability in all aspects of his academic journey. He has demonstrated a notable commitment to promoting literary skills among his peers by initiating a wide range of literacy programs at school. Kevin has also been a strong advocate for National Reconciliation Week, which has seen him organise events, create educational resources, and work collaboratively with his peers to raise awareness. Kevin contributes to the wider community with a focus on advocating for youth and inspiring younger students. Kevin is a strong leader who has rallied his school community on civics education, digital literacy, and environmental impact. Outside of school, Kevin is involved in Youth Parliament and the UN Youth Council. Please join us in congratulating Kevin. Sargonpreet Kaur. Sargonpreet is dedicated to her ambition to become a doctor, sitting her Stage 2 biology exam the day after her family home was burned. Her pursuit of knowledge and excellence has seen her achieve outstanding results in her SACE subjects, as well as the university subjects and Certificate 3 that she completed alongside her SACE. Sugarpreet is also an accomplished communicator and shared her key learning from activating identities and futures, interwoven with stories of migration, culture, religion, and identity, to warm reception to her school's AIF TED Talk evening. As part of her journey, Sugarpreet has sought to build shared understanding and relationships with the Sikhism in Australia to enhance cross-cultural relationships. Sugarpreet has received merits for activating identities and futures, English, spiritualities, religion and meaning. Please join me in congratulating Sargonpreet. James Lee. James, who wants to study medicine at the University of Adelaide, is also a passionate musician. He plays both the flute and the saxophone and participates in multiple ensembles. James credits his teachers for the integral role that they have played in his success during the SACE. He is also a keen dancer. James has received merits for chemistry, English and physics. Please join us in congratulating James. Ebony Lewis. As an Aboriginal student leader, Ebony has shown an innate ability to build cultural perspectives and foster inclusive environments within her school community. She organised NAIDOC Week celebration and has mentored younger Aboriginal students at her school in their transition to secondary education. She has demonstrated exceptional critical thinking through data collection and analysis, which she has used to evaluate communication and processes effectiveness across various community service projects, such as Project Compassion. Ebony is a skilled communicator who has had a particular aptitude for tailoring communication specifically for different audiences. Please join us in congratulating Ebony. Crystal Manning. Crystal has demonstrated exceptional public speaking skills at numerous events, including Anzac and Remembrance Day services, open days and college assemblies. Her confidence, humour and humility captivate audiences, while her honesty and respect ensure her presentations are impactful. Crystal has excelled in guiding peers and writing for the college newsletter and magazine. Her dedication to storytelling is evident in her filmmaking, where she has created moving films that connect deeply with her community. Crystal has consistently achieved high results, showcasing her growth mindset and leadership abilities. Her commitment to inclusivity and community service is reflected in her numerous awards and her role in establishing a new inline hockey club for women in South Australia. Please join us in congratulating Crystal. Kayleen Mushford. Kayleen was the recipient of the Vox Populi Award at her school, highlighting her commitment to amplifying the student voice through her role as Vice Captain and Student Voice Council Executive Member. Completing accounting and management courses at university during her SACE, as well as the Certificate 3 in Business, Kayleen has utilised the myriads of learning opportunities available to her, winning a number of awards to reflect her academic, extracurricular and community achievements along the way. Her personal and social capabilities have been especially evident through her participation in the Clean Up Australia Day, as well as fundraising for F1 in schools. Please join us in congratulating Kayleen. Evan Mewett. As school-based ducks in both Stage 2 musical explorations and mathematical methods while in Year 11, Evan has demonstrated his ability to engage critically across disciplines, approaching both mathematical and musical concepts with precision and creativity. He participated in national STEM competitions, as well as the Defence Workers Experience Program STEM Immersion Week. As Year 12 music captain, Evan mentored young musicians, coordinated ensemble performances for large-scale community events, and hosted recital events at school. He also completed a Cert 3 in Christian Ministry and Theology and balanced his SACE subjects and VET certificate with an aviation course. Evan has received merits for musical performance ensemble, musical performance solo, and research project B. Please join us in congratulating Evan. Tuba Mumats. Tuba has shown incredible resilience and growth despite facing significant personal challenges. While caring for her younger sister and her father during his terminal illness after the loss of her mother, Tuba maintained high achievement levels in all her subjects and excellent attendance. She remained positive and welcoming, building strong connections even during difficult times. Her academic performance stayed strong and she achieved impressive results in the UCAT. Tuba has received merits for English as an additional language. Please join us in congratulating Tuba. Ori Packer. Ori has held leadership roles throughout his SACE journey, including house captain, school vice captain, and pedal pre-captain. In these roles, he is engaged with the school community with compassion, humility, and respect. Particularly as pedal pre-captain, he showed initiative by introducing regular training sessions, increasing involvement from younger students, and applying for sponsorship from local businesses. As an exchange student to Japan, Ori built lasting connections with his host family. He led and organised countless fundraising activities for causes ranging from men's mental health, poverty, homeless and refugee support. Ori has supported a family friend who's a member of the Stolen Generation to create a family tree to better understand his history. Ori has received a merit for Research Project B. Please join me in congratulating Ori. Liliana Poyezis. Liliana is hoping to study medicine at the University of Adelaide. A keen volunteer within and outside of school, Liliana has a passion for helping people. Ever since she dissected a heart in Newtown biology, she has had her own heart set on a career in medicine. As a member of the Wilderness School Student Foundation Committee, she helped run school tours for prospective students and their families. As a member of the International Committee, she helped run inclusive events and serve multicultural food to students. Liliana played social netball and volleyball for her school this year. Prior to Year 12, Liliana volunteered through a Reading Buddies program for disadvantaged students to help them with their reading. Liliana has received merits for chemistry, English, mathematical methods, and specialist mathematics. Please join us in congratulating Liliana. Emily Richardson. Emily is an agile, cross-disciplinary student who has excelled in her wide range of SACE subjects and won multiple awards while also serving as school vice captain. A skilled debater and public speaker, Emily has had extensive involvement across a range of other extracurricular activities, including basketball and the Duke of Edinburgh Award. She led her school's Lent campaign, aimed at involving the school's community in a service of a worthy cause, and helped to deliver a range of initiatives which raised over $11,000 for the Australian Bag Centre for Proton Therapy. Emily has also been a member of the school's Reconciliation Action Plan Committee, where she has been a strong proponent of truth-telling and the value of embedding Aboriginal history and culture in meaningful ways. Emily has received merits for English Literary Studies, French Continuers, and Modern History. Please join me in congratulating Emily. Maram Salim. Maram started her SACE journey at the same time as she started to learn English, quickly excelling in both through her tenacity and hard work. She put in extra effort to bridge her language gap, organising extra time with her teachers to deepen her understanding of content that she was unfamiliar with. Importantly, as Miriam advanced, she took time to provide constructive feedback to her peers and encourage them in their own improvement. Despite only having been at school for a year, Maram has forged strong relationship with her teachers and peers through respect and understanding. Maram has received merits for Arabic Continues and Research Project B. Please join us in congratulating Maram. Alexandra Steele. South Australians 2024 Young Citizen of the Year, Alexandra is an accomplished scholar and advocate. Her business, Six Spaces, which donates a percentage of profits to charities such as Families for Families, also sees her handcraft polymer clay jewellery. Her advocacy work includes creating globally shared flyers for the Institute of Blessed Virgin Mary, Congregation of Jesus, and at the UN, and a compelling video for the Mind the Gap movement for UN Women. For her research project, Alexandra created a short film for Families to share with rehabilitation clinics for people in families impacted by acquired brain injuries. Alexandra's leadership and strong sense of social justice have been evident in her roles in the Peace and Justice Group, Environment Committee, and as the chair of a school UN committee. Alexandra has received a merit for spiritualities, religion, and meaning. Please join us in congratulating Alexandra. James Skelton. James is an accomplished classical musician and scholar with a strong academic record. He has demonstrated exceptional literary skills through detailed application for his further studies and artistic performance biographies. James won the most promising wind player award at the Australian Concerto and Vocal Competition, performing 2 major clarinet concertos from memory. He has also been recognised with the Music Teachers Association of South Australia Grace Barbara Turner Award for Excellence in Performance for 3 consecutive years, and was the finalist for the SMBS Young Virtuoso Award. As a dedicated musician, James has excelled in SACE music subjects and national competitions, early distinctions in piano and clarinet diplomas. His leadership roles as college captain and prefect, along with his involvement in co-curricular activities, highlights his personal and social skills. James applies to a pursued career as a classical musician and has applied to leading music colleges in London. James has completed the Head Start University of Adelaide course in Human Anatomy and Psychology, achieving high distinctions. James has received merits for music explorations. Please join us in congratulating James. Angus Smith. Throughout his SACE journey, Angus has consistently gone above and beyond, both in his academic and extracurricular endeavours, excelling in his SACE subjects through his interest and in the content and ability to think critically and creativity about his approach to different assessment tasks. While Angus has also taken the time to assist his peers with their understanding of key mathematical concepts. Through his Bronze Duke of Edinburgh Awards and participation in the Oliphant Science Awards, Angus has displayed a deep commitment to growth, teamwork, and leadership. His well-thought-out and innovative submissions to the Oliphant Science Awards also saw him take the 2nd prize home. Angus has received a merit for general mathematics. Please join us in congratulating Angus. Lev Tarasenko. Lev, who won the Oliphant Award for Scientific Writing, is an expert communicator with a keen interest in STEM subjects. As part of a 6-student team, he built, deployed and monitored a rig located in the Port Adelaide River in collaboration with AusOcean. He was selected to attend the South Australian Space College camp and has also completed a Cert 3 in Christian Ministry and Theology. Lev has been a strong leader in his school community, taking on formal roles as student college leader and deputy house captain, and has also worked on a casual basis at the school over school holidays, undertaking maintenance work and groundwork. Please join us in congratulating Lev. Sophia Taeb. Sophia, as President of the Student Representative Council, has played a key role in amplifying student voice at her school and bringing everyone together for shared causes. She led and organised fundraising initiatives for International Women's Day and Are You OK Day, as well as for a school in Nepal. Through her involvement with Anglicare and the Sony Foundation Camp, Sophia volunteered time to care for children and young people with disabilities. She successfully completed 2 sessions as Cox to win regattas and national rowing titles. Sophia has also received the Golden Duke of Edinburgh Award. Sophia has received merits for English and physical education. Please join us in congratulating Sophia. Joshua Wabnitz. Joshna, who recently was elected Deputy Presiding Member of the City of West Torrens Youth Advisory Committee, is a strong advocate for youth mental health and social justice, volunteering and fundraising for a range of charities. His ability to consider different perspectives and analyse ideas critically has seen him excel in his SACE subjects, while also being involved in a multitude of extracurricular activities, several of which, such as his school's table tennis club and Rubik's Cube club. Joshua partook in multiple mission trips with his school, which helped enhance his ethical and intercultural understanding. Please join us in congratulating Joshua. Benjamin Walkowski. winning Dux Awards for 4 of his SACE Stage 2 subjects, along with his school's gold medal for excellence across academics, sporting and citizenship domains. Ben is a true all-rounder. His proficiency in his Stage 2 subjects, coupled with his willingness to share his knowledge and expertise with others, has seen Ben become a sought-after peer for mentor for his classmates. He also set up a mathematics support program at his school and led study sessions for other subjects even during school holidays, demonstrating a deep commitment to education and the community. Showing particular insight into how autism influences his interactions with others, Ben has taken a proactive approach to offering and accepting perspectives and respecting the autonomy of others. Ben hopes to study psychology after school. Benjamin has achieved merits for English, Integrated Learning B, and Psychology. Please join us in congratulating Benjamin. Now for the Governor of South Australia Aboriginal Student SACE Excellent Award. I am pleased to officially announce the recipient of this category, Rafilia Agali. Rafilia came to her school with a keen curiosity to learn more about and connect with her Torrens Islanders heritage. She participated in the South Australian Aboriginal Secondary Training Academy program, where she expanded her intercultural understanding and applied this to the Kangaroo Island local context to advocate for better healthcare for Aboriginal residents. By embracing cultural activities such as cultural dance, workshops and smoking ceremonies, Rafilia has strengthened her cultural connection. She also worked with Oz Oceans to contribute to the development of an ocean monitoring rig deployed off Kingscote and has regularly sought support and feedback from her teachers to achieve her best. Please join us in congratulating Rafilia. Our final commendation presentation tonight is for the Governor of South Australia Excellence in the Modified SACE Award. Your Excellency, I am pleased to introduce you to Ruby Stambell. Ruby transitioned from special education classes to mainstream classes in Year 10 and flourished studying a combination of SACE and modified SACE subjects. She has completed a Vet Certificate 2 in construction and undertaking work experience in engineering and construction. She has overcome extreme anxiety to act as a spokesperson for people living with disabilities. Ruby consistently demonstrates resilience, kindness and inclusivity inside and outside her school. Ruby is also a valued team member of her local football and basketball teams. She is currently working as a tyre fitter with the Narracourt Tyre Power. Please join us in congratulating Ruby. This concludes the presentation of the Governor of South Australia Commendation Awards. Thank you, for Your Excellency, for presenting these awards this evening. Please join me in congratulating all of the Governor of South Australia Commendation Award winners for the class of 2024. Thank you. It is now my great pleasure to invite the Attorney-General of South Australia, the Honourable Kai Ma, to present the Tennyson Medal. Please join me in welcoming the Attorney-General. This year's Tennyson Medal is going to Mia O'Hara Nago. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, it is a distinct pleasure to be here today to witness so many deserving awards to so many of you who've not just contributed to your school community, but the community at large. My name is Kyan Mar. I am the Minister for Aboriginal Affairs and the Attorney General in the South Australian Government. I went through what you've just gone through at the end of the last century, a long, long time ago, at Grant High School in Mount Gambier. So it was terrific to see a fellow southeast person from Naracoorte with such a prestigious award here today. I want to thank Jack Buckskin, who we saw earlier, welcome us to his country, Ghana country. When you think about it, it really is a remarkable thing that we all get to share this land with the oldest living culture anywhere on the planet. 60, 80,000 years, 4,000 or 5,000 generations of people. And when someone's been lived on a farm or a property for 4 or 5 generations now, they rightly feel a strong connection to the land. It's almost unimaginable to think of those thousands of generations of connection to a specific part of land. I particularly want to thank the educators, the teachers that have played such an instrumental part in so many of your lives to date. Teachers do a remarkable job in influencing the next generation of leaders. And I'm sure you all have those 1 or 2 teachers that you look back through your time at school and you can thank and credit for having a turning point that has set you on your life for community service, for academic excellence. I can distinctly remember Year 8 English at Grant High School in Mount Gambier, my Year 8 teacher, Gary Costello. I remember back as that one teacher who made such a difference to me as a student. And if you get a chance, reflect on that and reach out and contact those educators who've made such a difference undoubtedly in your lives. I also particularly want to thank all the parents, the ones who've had to put up with all of you, quite frankly, over not just the last year, but the last, all the time you've been at school. So maybe a big round of applause for your parents. And as I look out, I've got 3 boys. The oldest one's just finished Year 12, the next one's doing Year 12, and the youngest one's going to do Year 12 next year. So I feel what you've all gone through to the parents out there. But above all, it's the achievement of your achievement that we're here to celebrate today. And I know my colleague Blair Boyer, the Education Minister, would have loved to have been here today, but hasn't been able to be here to share in that achievement. Blair, I don't think was nearly as accomplished as any of you when he went to Portland High School in just over the border in Victoria. But he's gone on to be the Education Minister, so just think of what all of you will achieve in the future. I am actually looking forward to seeing what you achieve in the future and then remembering back and having heard your name at today's ceremony. You will go on to do an amazing variety of things. It's really pleasing to see so many accomplished students in STEM areas. There is every chance one of you here today will be part of the first International Space Station on Mars. There is every chance one of you here today will help negotiate a binding international treaty that will bring about meaningful difference in climate change. There is every chance one of you here today will be part of policies that will help close the gap with Indigenous Australians. There are so many paths that I can't wait to see where you go down. Lifting our souls in your musical endeavours, saving lives as doctors, and forbid even coming into Parliament and making a difference that way as well. Thank you for the efforts that you've put in so far, and as I said, I can't wait to see what all of you achieve in the future.
Thank you, Attorney General. Every year, we have a tradition where we extend an invitation to one student who responds on behalf of all students at the SACE Merit Ceremony. I am pleased to introduce Kevin Hua as this year's student representative. Kevin attended St Columba College last year, where he studied mathematical methods, English literary studies, modern history, and the research project, while also completing a higher education subject through the University of Adelaide Head Start program. Kevin's long list of achievements, including being college captain, a dedicated adjudicator for debating essay, House of Assembly Speaker at the YMCA Youth Parliament 2024, and South Australian delegate for the UN Youth National Conference. Throughout his SACE journey, Kevin demonstrated dedication to civic engagement and leadership, notably through his efforts with Reconciliation Week to promote cultural awareness and appreciation. His commitment to learning, both his own and his peers, sees Kevin organise programs such as reading clubs, writing workshops, and literary competitions to provide opportunities for students to enhance their literary skills. Kevin is planning to study a double degree of law and economics and aspires to one day become a Rhodes Scholar, Australian public servant, and a community leader. Please join me in welcoming Kevin.
Well, thank you for such an amazing introduction. Don't think I've had something like that before. But first of all, I just wanted to thank everyone for coming today, and to thank my representatives from St Columba College out in the northern suburbs of Adelaide. I am indebted to you for the rest of my life for everything you have given me today, and I'm just very thankful. Your Excellency, the Honourable Attorney General, the Honourable Shadow Minister for Education, Commissioner, distinguished guests, educators, family and friends. Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Hua, and I'm filled with an overwhelming sense of pride and gratitude to be the student representative for the class of 2024. It is an honour to speak on behalf of such an extraordinary group, many of whom I've got to know personally over the past couple months, and who I can say unequivocally demonstrated resilience, passion, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. But let me start off by saying that 150 years ago, South Australia passed the Education Act of 1875, a progressive vision that declared that education was not the privilege for a few, but the right for all. Today, we are the living embodiment of that enduring dream. We are the testament to the fact that no matter your background or your beginnings, you all have the potential to make a better world. But let us not forget that this moment of extraordinary achievement is not ours alone. It is built upon the countless acts of sacrifice, kindness, and unwavering belief from those who have supported us along this journey. To the teachers who made teaching more than just a passion, you challenged us to grow and reminded us of our potential. We owe you more than words can possibly express. And to our friends, who lifted us at our lows and celebrated with us at our highs, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Looking back, we see not just the efforts of ourselves, but also our families, who sacrificed so much so that we could succeed, who cheered us on from the sidelines and believed in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. This moment is truly as much as ours as it is yours. We thank you all for the roles that you have played, for without you, we would not be sitting here today. And finally, to the class of 2024, what a truly remarkable journey it has been for us all. 13 years of endless growth and discovery. Together, we faced the times of COVID-19, navigated remote learning, social distancing, and the uncertainty that affected our studies and personal lives. We also grappled with who we wanted to be, the ways to manage stress, and finding ourselves in a world that can often feel overwhelming. And perhaps we still struggle with that today. And somewhere between learning our times tables to the first days of quarantine and sitting here today, we grew up. We have achieved so much together, and we should all be immensely proud. Yet perhaps the most transformative times in our journey has been throughout our SACE years. I'm sure we all remember the sleepless nights of studying, the anticipation of opening our ATAR results, and the ultimate catharsis of walking out our school doors one last time. Whether through accelerated tertiary programs like Head Start or achieving our VET certifications, these past few years have broadened our perspectives and allowed us to delve further into what we're passionate about. In those moments, we cultivated a resilience and a critical thinking, skills that will most certainly help us in the future. Yet now, as we go into that future, we carry with us a profound responsibility to shape the world around us for the better. As the lifelong ambassadors of our South Australia, it is our ultimate duty to question the status quo, to advocate for societal progression, and to ensure that the doors of opportunity always remain to those who ask for it. For it is not only in the halls of power which change takes place, it is in the everyday moments of kindness, the acts of courage, and the decisions where we choose to listen rather than speak. That is when our world is truly shaped for the better. Our future is truly, truly ours to make. So be unafraid to dream big, be resolute in our conviction, and unyielding in the commitment towards creating a better world where opportunity, compassion, and justice are available to all. I thank you so much for having me here today. Congratulations again, and I hope to see you on the other side of history. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin. Wow, what an inspiring and amazing speech. Please join me again in thanking Kevin, our student representative for the class of 2024. We will now begin the presentation to the students who have been awarded multiple subject merits. I would now like to introduce the students who have gained, can the Attorney General please help me with this and pass out some certificates as the students walk up? I would now like to introduce the students who achieved merits in 4 subjects. Caitlin Kresh, Biology, Chemistry, Research Project B, and Spiritualities, Religion and Meaning. Please join me. Congratulations, Caitlin. I would now like to introduce the students who have achieved 3 merits in 3 SACE subjects. Please could you reserve your applause until all the students have been introduced. Attorney General, I am pleased to introduce Diana Bredrani, English, Chemistry, Nutrition. I think I can do that. Esther Grace Brightbird, English Literary Studies, Physical Education and Psychology. Indira Burns, Activating Identities and Futures, Health and Wellbeing, and Society and Culture. Freya Mary Callahan, Drama, English Literary Studies, and General Mathematics. Ishan Chaudhuri, English, Health and Wellbeing, and Research Project B. Ishita Chalduna, Biology, Chemistry and Mathematical Methods. Charlotte Chung, Activating Identities and Futures, Biology and Music Performance Solo. Shanshuki Marissa Kure, Biology, Chemistry and English. Piper Drawwater, Biology, General Mathematics and Nutrition. Hasif Emad, Chemistry, English, Physics. Olivia Jade Fock, Mathematical Methods, Physics and Specialist Mathematics. Marcus Jones, Business Innovation, English and Food and Hospitality. Jessie Rothgary, English, General Mathematics and Integrated Learning B. Bianca Scarli, Biology, English Literary Studies and Legal Studies. Grace Elizabeth Stevens, English Literary Studies, Media Studies and Modern History. Ella Ray Tanti, Activating Identities and Futures, Digital Communication Solutions, Industry and Integrated into Entrepreneurial Solutions. Thomas James Turnbull, Accounting, Economics, General Mathematics. Christian Wang, English, Essential Mathematics, Integrated Learning B. Ruby Cochetta, Mathematical Methods, Specialist Mathematics and Physics. Caitlin Fredericks, General Mathematics and Activating Identities and Futures. Jalen Atkins, English and General Mathematics. Abir Sindhu, English, Physics and Research Project B. Jade Lee, English, Psychology and Chemistry. Alana Nguyen, English, Chemistry, Biology. Daya Patel, Biology, Mathematical Methods and Research Project B. Please join me in congratulating the recipients of 3 SACE subject merits. And thank you, Attorney General, for helping with the presentation of the awards. We are incredibly proud of the success of the 1,182 students who have achieved over 1,427 subject merits across a range of disciplines. Tonight we have celebrated the 33 recipients of the Governor of South Australia Commendations Award, the Tennyson Award, and marvelled at the achievement of our multiple award winners. We've also recognised the support our students have received from educators, mentors, families and friends, and the many sacrifices made to provide that support. To the students, with the completion of the SACE, you have created so many possibilities and opened so many doors for your future. Again, let me congratulate the class of 2024 for the great achievements you have made in completing the SACE. I wish you all the very best of luck and enjoy this precious moment. I would like to ask everyone now to be outstanding for the excellency and the departure of the formal group. Thank you very much. Could I ask all the Governor Commendation Award recipients to just please move to the side and have a photo with the Governor? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for attending tonight and celebrating this marvellous achievement of all of our young people. I hope you have a fantastic evening. Thank you very much. Good night.